Hi everyone, it's Pastor Amy from St. Paul's United Methodist Church here in El Paso. We are here for SPUMC Kids Story Time. We are here every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. I am here with my favorite readers, Augustus and Natalie, and we are so excited to be with you tonight. We talked a little bit about this last week. Do you know that it is still Easter? Yeah, it's still Easter. The Easter season goes with us all the way to Pentecost. We have 50 days of Easter. We want to welcome you all for coming. Hey, Edward, we're glad that you are here. We are just talking about how Easter is more than one day. It's an entire season. And we're going to tell a couple of different stories over the next few weeks about some women who said some really interesting things. So last week we talked about Mary Magdalene and how on Easter Sunday she said, "I have seen the Lord." Well, this week we're going to read, we're still in John, we'll be in chapter 4, and we're going to read about a woman who met Jesus at a water well. That's where people got water in Jesus' day. And it was actually kind of a dangerous place for Jesus to be walking. And he met this woman and they had a conversation. So if you all would turn with us now to John chapter 4 and let us know when you're here, say hi or something so we can say hi to you as well. We are turning to John chapter 4 to the story of the woman and the well. Are you ready for the story? Yes. Sure. What's the question?
Some animals are dead and some animals are sick and some animals will die.
Yeah, so we have some questions about some animals. We'll get back to those in a minute. Edward's saying hi. Aunt Lily is here. She's saying hi, Natalie and Auggie. So now we're going to read about the woman at the well. One day, Jesus and his friends went to Samaria. That's the place I was telling you about. It was thought to be kind of dangerous. Jesus was hot and tired, so he sat down by a well, a water well. That's where they got their water to drink. Jesus' friends went to buy food because they were all hungry. A woman came up to the well where Jesus was sitting, and Jesus started talking to the woman. Jesus said, "I know all about you, and I know that you need to follow God." And the woman was very surprised that Jesus would say that. The woman said to Jesus, "How do you know all about me?" So here's the picture. Do you see Jesus and the woman at the well? Let's show our friends the picture and then you can ask your question, okay? So there's Jesus and the woman at the well. Miss Esther is watching. Look, Miss Esther's watching. Yeah, in just a minute, let's keep reading the story, okay? So we can get to the other stories as well. So Jesus kept talking to the woman and said, "I know all about you because I am of God. And I know that God loves you very much, even though you have made some mistakes." And the woman ran and told others in the town about Jesus. Yes, you can ask me in just a moment. Do you all make mistakes sometimes? Yeah. And does God love you anyway?
Yes.
And does Mommy love you anyway? And do you love me when I make mistakes? Yeah. What do you see?
Boys and girls
Yeah.
be best friends.
Boys and girls can be best friends. That's right. And Jesus was a friend to the woman, right? But one more page on the story, okay? Many people in Samaria, that's the place I was talking about, began to believe in Jesus because of what the woman told them. Auggie, many people believed in Jesus because of what the woman said. And they began to follow Jesus because they believed that Jesus was the Son of God. So how do you think the woman felt when Jesus talked to her? What do you think the woman thought about Jesus talking to her?
She felt happy.
Yeah, she felt happy. So it's a really great story, and we're going to talk more about that on Sunday. Oh, Uncle Joe and Aunt Monique are watching as well. And Lily's here too. Welcome. We're glad you're with us. So we asked today if you would like to pick the book that we were going to read, and the votes came in for Turkey Claus. Turkey Claus. This is a great story about a turkey who tries to save himself from becoming dinner in more than one occasion. This is the one about Christmas dinner, but there are several turkey books that are really, really great. And so we're going to start with Turkey Claus. Ready? This is right after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was over and turkey was safe. But then he overheard Farmer Jake and his wife, Edna, talking about what to have for Christmas dinner. And guess who was on the top of the list? Oh no. Just like at Thanksgiving, Farmer Jake and his wife, Edna, were talking about having turkey for dinner. I do love a nice turkey dinner, said Edna. Oh no, thought Turkey, not again. But then Turkey had an idea. So here they are talking about dinner. And there's Turkey. Oh no! But Turkey has an idea. The children have mailed their Christmas wishes to Santa Claus. Maybe Turkey could ask Santa for a Christmas wish too. A wish that he would not be eaten for Christmas dinner. But it was too late to mail his wish to Santa. Turkey would have to go see Santa himself. So here's Turkey trying to get to the North Pole in a taxi cab. Trying to talk to Santa.
Santa lives in the Pole?
Yes, Santa lives in the North Pole. So Turkey arrived at Santa's village. Excuse me, said Turkey, where can I find Santa? No one sees Santa the day before Christmas, said an elf. He's too busy making his list and checking it twice. Oh, gobble, gobble, said Turkey. But looking around gave Turkey a new idea. What if he didn't look like a turkey? What if he looked like a Christmas tree? Surely a Christmas tree could get in to see Santa. So here's Turkey talking to the elf. And here's Turkey and the Christmas tree. Yeah.
Oh, he's not big.
His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a Christmas tree. Almost. So here's Turkey's costume. You think he looks like a Christmas tree? Almost, right? Ho, ho, hold it, cried the elf. No turkeys in Santa's village. You have to go back to the farm. How did you know it was me? Asked Turkey. Trees don't have legs, said the elf. Oh, gobble, gobble, groaned Turkey. Turkey looked around again. I've got it, he thought. Surely a reindeer could get to see Santa. So he tried to be a Christmas tree. That didn't work very well, so now he's going to try to be a reindeer. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a reindeer. Almost, that's right. There's the reindeer, and there's Turkey. Halt your hooves, cried an elf. No turkeys allowed in Santa's village. You have to go back to the farm. Well, how could you tell it was me? Asked Turkey. Reindeer don't have wings, said the elf. Oh, gobble, gobble, moaned Turkey. I just have to see Santa. Turkey looked around for another idea. Candy was being loaded into Santa's sleigh. I've got it, he thought. Surely a candy cane would be allowed inside with Santa. So here's Turkey, talking to the elf, thinking about becoming a candy cane. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a candy cane. Almost. Wait a merry minute, cried an elf. Turkeys are not candy. You have to go back to the farm. How could you tell it was me? Asked Turkey. Candy canes don't have beaks, said the elf. Oh, gobble, gobble, howled Turkey. I just have to get in to see Santa. So here's the elf. And there's that silly turkey trying to be a candy cane. Have you ever heard of such a thing? That is so silly. Turkey looked around, and he saw Mrs. Claus bring a plate of cookies to the elves. Surely Mrs. Claus could get to see Santa. There's Mrs. Claus taking cookies to the elves. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like Mrs. Claus. Almost. Oh my goodness, look at this turkey dressed up like Mrs. Claus. Look at those tree ornaments for earrings.
Didn't have earrings.
Turkey walked right up to Santa's house. An elf opened the door. Snowy, said the elf. No turkey is getting in here today. How'd you recognize me? Wailed Turkey. Mrs. Claus doesn't have feathers, said the elf. Oh, gobble, 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 Turkey sighed. I am almost out of time and I'll never get to ask Santa for my wish. Here we go, Turkey trying to be Mrs. Claus. It's not working out. Sure is trying hard though, isn't he? Turkey looked around desperately for one last idea, and then he saw it. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, it was his best yet. What is he? A present. A present. Ding dong. An elf brought in the box. Who's this? Said Santa. What is it? A present for me? Out popped Turkey. Merry Christmas, he cried. Gobble, gobble. Ho, ho, ho. Ha, 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 laughed Santa. What are you doing here, Turkey? Turkey explained that this was his Christmas wish. Santa smiled. I think I have just the right disguise for you. He finally got to see Santa! And Santa's going to help him out. And he did. He did have the best disguise. What's the best disguise?
Candy canes, cookies, and presents. And he dressed up like a Santa.
That's right. Turkey dressed up like Santa, and he brought pizza for dinner so they wouldn't want to eat turkey. Pizza and cookies and candy canes. That's right.
That is right.
It was Turkey's best Christmas ever. You are doing great, Auggie. Turkey's best Christmas ever. Yes, you're doing so great. So, pizza on earth, everybody.
Pizza egg.
That was the book that you chose, but as Auntie Carly so well pointed out today, it's really hard to tell Auggie no. So if you saw the picture of him holding his favorite book, Dear Zoo, you would know he was adorable, and it's hard to tell him no. So we're so glad that you joined us tonight for our feature presentation, but we're going to stay a little bit longer today and read Dear Zoo. So if you can hang out with us for a few more minutes, we would love for you to do that. We are so glad that you are here. Lily says she loves you.
We love you too, Lily.
Okay. And before you go, let us know what you like to have for Christmas dinner, whether that's turkey or pizza or something else. So this is Dear Zoo. It's one of our favorite books. It's been one of our favorite books since Natalie was really, really young, and we continue to read it together as a family. Lately, we have been reading it every night before Auggie goes to bed. So he's going to help us read. It's called Dear Zoo. I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet, so they sent me an elephant. He was too big, so I sent him back. There's the elephant, too big. So they sent me a giraffe, and he was too tall. So I sent him back. Giraffe was too tall.
Yeah.
So they sent me a lion. He was too fierce. That's right. So I sent him back. There is the lion. Too fierce. Sent him back. So they sent me a
camel. He was too grumpy.
A camel, and he was too grumpy. So I sent him back. We are never grumpy in this house, are we?
No.
So they sent me a, what's under there?
Snake.
A snake.
Too scary.
He was too scary. So we sent him back. There's a scary snake. So they sent me a monkey, and he was too naughty. He was too naughty, so we sent him back. So they sent me a what is it?
Frog.
A frog. He was too what, Auggie? Jumpy. That's right. He was too jumpy, so we sent him back. So they thought very hard, and they sent me a
monkey.
A puppy. Yeah, it was a puppy, and he was perfect, so I kept him. Do you think the zoo would send you pets? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? If you could get a pet from the zoo, what would you get? A lion?
No, I would get a pony.
A pony? What would you get?
A unicorn.
A unicorn. Very good answers. We are so glad that you were with us. We will continue reading next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. We look forward to your suggestions for books, and we'll have another voting contest next week as well. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.